These heavenly singers have touched lives with their powerful songs whilst becoming billionaires. Here are the top 20 richest gospel artists as at 2025. Taking off with number 20 on the countdown, we have Judikay, an unmissable gospel sensation, giving us hit tracks like More Than Gold, Capable God, Songs of Angels, Man of Galilee, amongst many other gospel songs. She hails from Delta State, Asaba, and grew up in Oshimili South local government area as the first child in her family. She had a religious Christian upbringing that helped shape her passion for gospel lyrical worship, and after earning a degree in theatre arts at the Redeemer University in Ibadan, Osun State, her creative training while in the university was completely channeled towards music, specifically gospel music. But like most finished work that has a rough beginning, Judikay started as a backup singer to Akinwumi Nathan Oluniyi Akiremi, aka Flo Rocker, a famous gospel artist, till in 2013 when she released her debut single Nobody Else with a slow and steady pace. Judikay gained global recognition with her hit More Than Gold, which featured Mercy Chinwo, a well-renowned gospel artist. She married the pastor of Cross Point Church in Lagos, Anselm Okpara, back in 2020. But Judikay's musical career has not been without recognition. She has won multiple awards like the Best Praise Song Award at the Maranatha Awards in the USA. She now drives in a fleet of cars, a Toyota Land Cruiser, a black Toyota Hilux, a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, just to mention a few, and has a whooping net worth of $550,000. Next is Patricia Tope Alabi, popularly known as Tope Alabi, who has been in the industry longer than some of us here. Her spirit-lifting songs helped many cope during hard times, and she's a serving mentor to upcoming artists. Interestingly, Tope Alabi's first move into the entertainment world was to the movie industry. Yes, she was an actress in her early days. From acting, she moved to the other corporate offices, including the Nigerian Television Authority at Ibadan back in the 90s, and then eventually going back to the movie industry until she found a final bus stop in the gospel industry. And after being in the industry with other release songs like Ikoko Dudu, it wasn't until in the 2000s when Tope released a career-defining song that brought her into the limelight, Orenze Come On, the song that was used to nickname her as Agbo Jesu. Today, Tope is a well-renowned gospel singer with multiple musical collaborations like the one she did with T.Y. Bello that went viral within hours of its release. She has won numerous awards and is married to her manager and producer Soji Alabi, who incidentally led her to Christ. Together, the powerful couple run a music label named after the artist, Tope Alabi Gospel Vibes Limited. She owns a lavish mansion located in Fagba, Iju in Lagos State, and also purchased a brand new Toyota Coaster bus for her team, aside from many other assets. She has a luxurious net worth of $700,000. Next on the list is renowned soldier of the gospel, as he had boldly declared himself, Ebuka Hilary Emmanuel, better known as Euka Songs. Born into a religious household, like most artists among his 5 other siblings, Ebuka had an average childhood and eventually graduated with a degree in theatre arts from Imo State University. His religious upbringing was of high influence in his career path, and while in university, he began his musical career. He became a worship leader in his local church. Moving to Lagos in pursuit of his career, he released his first single, I Will Pray, which became more popular after the release of his second song, which brought him to limelight, Calling My Name, especially with the media at our fingertips, making promotion of songs super easy. He got the attention of one of the industry's faves, Moses Bliss, who signed him under his record label, Spotlight Nation. This soldier has marched himself to the front line with his tracks like I Will Pray, Calling My Name, New Generation, and many others. And these successes isn't just lyrical, but his bank account and life upgrade are a testament. He owns a modern furnished apartment in Lagos, and packed in his garage are top cars such as a Lexus LS570, a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, and Audi Brunei, among others. In recent times, he also bought cars for both his parents, displaying his wealth with a jaw-dropping net worth of $850,000. At number 17 is singer, songwriter, director, and composer Prosper Ochimana. He came to limelight after co-singing the powerful song that has shocked listeners, bringing them to tears, Ekweme, alongside the late gospel singer Osinachi. The song was released in 2018, but the song still hits every time. He is also known as the convener of the Great Festival of Grace concert that features top gospel ministers gathering to sing angelic songs. Another popular songs he has and is known for is The Great I Am, It All Belongs to You, and others. Although not as loud and popular as most of the favorites, this gospel singer is well accomplished, featuring many famous artists such as K-Strings, Dunsin Oyekan, Moses Bliss, Theophilus Sunday, and lots of them. He drives in his fleet of cars a Bentley Bentiaga, a Mercedes-Benz CLS, among many others. He has a resounding net worth of $920,000. Next at number 16 is the energetic and international award-winning gospel singer Joseph Omo Ebodagi, better known as Joe Praize. He was born in Edo State alongside his 8 siblings, a graduate of the University of Jos with a degree in social work and administration. Following from his alma mater days, he became a worship leader for his local church, Love World, aka Christ Embassy Church. At his brand, he started making music back in 2005, and his song Mighty God quickly shifted him to the limelight. Joe Praize's musical journey began with a spiritual encounter that shifted his focus and kept it on God. After his breakthrough, the renowned artist released power-filled worship that resonated with worshippers, eventually taking him around the globe, singing in various countries countries such as the USA, Australia, Italy, Cyprus, UK, South Africa, and many others. He has collaborated with industry favorites such as Sinach, and he has received multiple high praises and awards such as the Song of the Year Award at the Love World Awards, among many others, to match his brewing talent. He is married, and this success can be seen in his luxurious home and fleet of cars, which include a Lexus LS 570, a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, a Mercedes-Benz ML 350, just to mention a few, and he has a remarkable net worth of $1 million. At number 15 is the renowned tongue singer, Minister GUC, born Gift Ugochukwu Christopher in the big city of Port Harcourt, but originally from Emo, her local government area in Rivers State. After his primary and secondary education, he bagged a degree for himself in the University of Port Harcourt. During his years in the university, his call to the gospel ministry began to manifest. He started from small team collaboration among friends, and what better way to begin a career? Eventually in 2019, he signed with Easy Concepts, a renowned label among gospel artists who saw an unshakable talent in him, a major breakthrough into his professional career where he was sharing studio with renowned musicians like Judikay, Chinwo, and a lot. He made his debut with the release of his album The Message the following year, 2020, with tracks like All That Matters, Desperate, Yours, and many others, which became reflective songs. It was during the lockdown and most people were connecting back to their maker. Now with multiple tracks and a well-deserved recognition, GUC musical career is taking in places, and he gets to share all this success with his life partner Nene Ugochi Christopher and their child in their state-of-the-art mansion while parked in his garage at top expensive cars such as Toyota Prado, Mercedes-Benz EQE 300, Audi Q7 SUV, among many others. His net worth is at a delectable $1.4 million. At number 14 and next on our list is Steve Crown. Born in the Federal Capital and also part of the North Central, he hails from Benue State. Growing up, he had a passion for law and bagged a diploma in law after his secondary school. He's also said to have a HND in Office Management and Technology from the Federal Polytechnic Zamfara State. His musical career started at a tender age as he joined his local Anglican choir when he was 8. One particular instrument stole his attention, which was drumming, and as a then beginner, it didn't sit well with his first audience. He didn't immediately jump into music. He actually began as a visual artist and painter, but caught in the awe of God's presence, he sealed his fate and ventured deep into music world. But he didn't consider the fame. It was just his act of serving. But God cleared the path for one of his own into becoming a famous musical singer. He has sung hit tracks such as You Are Great, We Wait on You, You Alone, and many others. Songs which are still being sung in churches and musical concerts. He has become a timeless artist. Now the owner of Lakelight Entertainment, a record label responsible for producing other great talents and an OG in the business, Steve Crown is indeed a successful timeless singer with major accomplishments which can be seen in his beautiful mansion and parked in his presidential garage are a GMC SUV, a Mercedes-Benz CLA 350, a Mercedes-Benz ML 350, and lots more. He has a resounding net worth of $1.8 million. Next on the list is Amaka Okwoho, popularly known as Chioma Jesus. Most people actually concluded that to be her real name. Originating from Imo State, Chioma Jesus has had a very rough childhood, from losing both of her parents at a tender age, and she being the eldest of 7 children, poverty seemed to be their daily bread. After her father died, Chioma attended a revival meeting at church where she found and gave her life to Christ. The decision, which was meant to be praised in an African home, but Chioma Jesus got ridiculed, outcast, and rejected by her own mother. After the passing of her mother, Chioma Jesus was left to take care of their siblings. Where many would give up, Chioma became more resilient and persisted, giving us the Chioma Jesus we know, with her powerful musical ministration that has saved many people and her life story a motivation to many. Interestingly, the first song Chioma Jesus released was in Yoruba, contrary to the Igbo music pattern she is known for. Chioma has since found great recognition in the industry as a well-respected gospel minister worth millions per ministration. She has had many collaborations with other respected artists like Chinwo, Nathaniel Bassey, and many with top tracks like Okemwo, Na God I Dey Praise, Unshakable God, with multiple awards and global recognition. Chioma Jesus has a respected net worth of $2 million. Singing long before he could start working at number 12 is the popular Eben. Emmanuel Benjamin was born and raised in Lagos State as the second to the last among 6 children. He began his golden career trying to be a rapper under the influence of his brother, but later on he discovered he wanted to sing professionally, particularly as a gospel singer. Sometime in 2005, he started his move into the gospel space and made his first appearance at a youth conference where he performed Imarama. The conference was organized by Pastor Praize, pastor of the Christ Embassy Church, and also the bridge to his successful career. By 2007, he released his first ever album titled On The Rock, which has Imarama, his hit single, among other hit songs. Gradually, everyone knew who Eben was, and it has been one hit album after another. He started his own record label, Hammer House of Rock, where he groomed other rising musical proteges, and also made an extension, Hammer House Ventures, which covers other fields like interior decoration, event management, music, and others. Now an award-winning superstar and married to Jadiel, another gospel singer, Eben has accomplished and built himself an empire. In his fleet of cars are a brand new Toyota Hilux, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a Toyota Prado, among many others. His net worth is at a jaw-dropping $2.4 million. At number 11 is one of the gospel industry giants, Samsong. He was born Samson Uche Mogegu in Delta State, the 7th of 9 children. He discovered his passion for music while in school, and where he also got the nickname, now turned stage name, Samsong. He started pursuing music while at Ambosale University, where he graduated with a degree in accounting. Initially, he wanted to continue his career path and become the next governor of CBN as an accountant, but that energy was channeled into a music career in the gospel sector. He got a record deal with Ivory Music label as a band with Praize Creation, and they released their first debut album, Best of Life, in 1996. But they disbanded, and Samsong decided to continue in the singing ministry, releasing his first solo album, Count Your Blessings, back in 2002. The album did so well, earning him the Psalmist of the Year award. He went on to release his second album, which also bagged him another award as the Best Male Vocalist of the Year. And before he knew it, he was topping charts as a renowned gospel artist with multiple endorsement deals. He has since received numerous other awards and recognition, even collaborating with other artists, both national and international, making him more famous and sought after. Now a still active legend in the industry, Samsong is married to Sarah Mogegu, and the two have 4 children together. Other luxurious achievements include a lavish mansion, and in his fleet of cars, he owns a Mercedes-Benz GLE Class Coupe, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, just to mention a few. He has an outstanding net worth of $3 billion. Next, and sitting pretty at number 10, is Ada Ogochukwu Ehi Moses. She was born and raised in Lagos State, Nigeria, and like most rising talents, she started singing at the church, developing a passion for gospel music. Ada Ehi started her professional career as a backup vocalist for Tosin Jegede at just 10 years, and after obtaining a degree in chemical and polymer engineering at the University of Lagos, she decided to venture into music proper. She was also a video vixen in one of Sinach's musical videos. Ada was sure and persistent in singing for God and kept releasing songs before finally releasing a debut album called Undenied in 2009. She has since collaborated with other gospel artists such as Nathaniel Bassey, Limo Blaze, Buchi, and many others. She has done so many philanthropic works, establishing a foundation named after her that aims in helping poor children get an education and also donating funds for medical support and essential needs in local communities. Ada Ehi has won many awards, as she deserves to, especially with hit songs like I Overcame, Cheta, Congratulations. Her song Only You is one of the most streamed songs with over 1 million YouTube subscribers. She has in the fleet of cars a Toyota Land Cruiser and has a gorgeous net worth of $3.1 million. Next on our list is the tongue-filled gospel singer Victoria Orenze. She gave us Spirit Chant, The Resurrection and Life, and See How Far, all powerful songs which are being used to create an atmosphere of worship. Victoria is one gospel artist that can lead you into a deep heart-pouring worship through her gospel ministration. She was born in Benin City. She grew up loving God and having a deep desire to serve Him. One of her limelight moments was singing Alagbada Ina with renowned gospel artist Nathaniel Bassey. Now she has released multiple worship songs which has brought many to a place of complete surrender to Jesus. But Victoria is one gospel artist that has turned her ashes into powerful lyrical beauty. Although she sings powerfully, Victoria has been tested by life several times. She was once married to an abuser. Her then husband beat her up and abused her, but she never chose to leave standing on her religious views, but rather choosing to stay and work hard to keep her marriage. However, the husband, who has been abusing her physically, left the marriage, but she didn't stay down. Amidst the trying times, she chose to focus on Jesus. Now a prominent figure with many honorary recognition, she has also performed alongside other artists like Nathaniel Bassey, Dunsin Oyekan, and many others. In her fleet of expensive cars, where she is driven like a queen, are a Toyota Land Cruiser 300, a Range Rover Autobiography, and she has a net worth estimated at $3.5 million. Moving on to the next person on our list, at number 8, we have Tim Godfrey. Born and raised in northern Nigeria with 5 other siblings, but having an origin of Abia State, his father gave him a strong religious upbringing. With everyone joining a church activity at home, Tim Godfrey joined the church choir at a young age, and he soon became the musical director for his church. He started songwriting and was heavily involved in music. Moving to Lagos, he was able to establish his career and easily grew to fame. In 2004, he formed the Extreme Crew musical group, where together with his members were able to make a contemporary room for worship through music, and since the group was formed by a group of youthful minds, their energy was always through the roof. And years later, the group was touring around Africa and across the globe, gaining major recognition and even bagging home an award for musical excellence in Nigeria as Best Contemporary Group. Although the leader of the pack, Tim Godfrey's musical career doesn't depend on the group. He has released many hit songs which have become global sensations, such as Nara, where he featured American gospel singer Travis Green, Now You Be God, What No Man Can Do, and several others. Married to his sweetheart Erica Katrina, and they have a beautiful child together, although Tim is said to already have a son from a previous relationship. Now with many collaborations and endorsements, the Rocks Nation label, which grooms rising talents. His lavish accomplishments can be seen in the type of cars he drives, such as a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, a Range Rover Sport, a Lexus GS460, among many others. He has a lavish net worth of $4 million. Moving upward and seated at number 7 is Dunsin Oyekan, who has given us worship songs such as Fragrance to Fire, Breathe, and Worthy of My Praise. Dunsin Oyekan, sometimes referred referred to as the Eagle, is a well-renowned gospel singer who lives in Ilorin, Kwara State and brought up in a very religious household, and son of the general overseer of the Evangelical Baptist Church, Pastor Gbadebo, who has numerous times expressed how proud he is of his son. His background has highly influenced his musical career. From a young age, he familiarized himself with various instruments. The guitar was his specialty. Now a graduate with a degree in chemistry, he began his musical career while in school, actively in the choir and leading the music group in Harmony. His musical career was influenced during his time at Koza, where he served as a music director of Avalanche. Maturing deeper, he released Code Red in 2016. After stamping his ministry path, he went on to release various other albums such as Kingdom Now, The Gospel of the Kingdom, amongst many others. Dunsin has earned multiple awards for his notable contribution to the gospel ministry industry, and although he once had someone to share in his success, she passed on, leaving him and his 2 kids behind. But turning his pain to laughter, he has the privilege of sharing the stage with many anointed figures. He has in his fleet of cars a Toyota Land Cruiser, a Lexus LS600, a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, among many others, and has an outstanding net worth of $4.3 million. At number 6, we have the former secular singer Chidinma Ekile. Once KDK star has fallen in with Jesus and has left the world behind. She was born and raised in Lagos State among 6 siblings. Music has always been rooted in her right from an early age, but the choice of where to lean to delayed her purpose. She started singing at church choir and did music by the side while taking her studies seriously. Eventually moving back to her passion, Chidinma decided to participate in the 2010 show Project Fame Season 3, a musical reality talent show, where she competed among other contestants to get the grand prize and also a record deal as an artist. Her talent made her instantly stand out, and she eventually became the winner. Soon after, she released several singles back to back like Oh Baby, Nobody's Fool, KDK, among others. She had over 42 million views on one of her songs, Ololufe, and was at the peak of her career while collaborating with top artists like Flavor, who was rumored to be in a relationship with her at the time. But in 2021, Chidinma shocked her fans with the news of her leaving the secular music industry and keeping her music strictly to gospel. She said it has been a long overdue calling in her life, and she finally answered the call. And with open arms, the Easy Concepts label welcomed her, and she has since released tracks like Jehovah Overdue. Whether secular or gospel, her fans seem to stick to her like glue. She has bagged many endorsements, deals and awards. She lives in a worthy luxurious apartment and drives in a fleet of cars, a Range Rover Evoque and a Elantra, just to mention a few. She has an outstanding net worth of $5 million. Moving on to an all-time favorite gospel artist at number 5, we have Moses Bliss. His ability to produce both an electric and danceable beat as well as a deep worship song that can bring you to tears has left him at the top of the charts. Starting right from the age of 5, Moses Bliss began learning and playing musical instruments. Another protege of Pastor Chris Oyakilome's church, Christ Bassey, he began his journey joining the church choir, and the art of making music became a fascination for him, eventually leading him to write his original songs. He was also determined to be a bridge between the new and the old, creating deep worship songs but also blending it with the youth in a pop vibrant tune. He made his official limelight breakthrough when he released the heartfelt song Too Faithful. The song became an instant hit, becoming a national sensation with many global fans also. Eventually, he released many others. Today, a renowned minister with multiple songs, whether worship or praise, Moses Bliss has received many honors for his impact in the gospel space. He leads the Engraced musical crew, TEM crew, and has done major collaboration with the likes of Nathaniel Bassey, Chinwo, Sinach, and many others. He recently married his Ghanaian wife in a grand wedding that cost millions to achieve, and has even more recently welcomed the child. Indeed, this useful minister has grown bigger every day. Now considered a renowned gospel minister, he drives in his fleet of cars fit for a king, such as the Toyota Land Cruiser 300, a Range Rover Evoque, a Lexus, among many others. He even gifted his singers, each of them, a car. His net worth is at a resounding $5.1 million. At number 4 is Chinwo, who is one unmissable gospel artist with hit tracks like Chinedum, Na You Dey Rain, with many others released and more still to come. Born in Rivers State, where she grew up with her 5 siblings, Mercy had an unquenchable hunger for music and was determined to see it through. Her song, Confidence, shows her struggles and how her star was almost dimmed, but her mother and her faith was her biggest stronghold. She gained recognition after she won the 2nd season of the Nigerian Idol competition, and in 2015, she released her first single, Testimony. But the song that shot her to limelight was Excess Love, an iconic song that brings back good memories. Her talent has led her to many places, and she has collaborated with many artists like Buchi, Ada Ehi, Nathaniel Bassey, Moses Bliss, and others, with multiple awards on her shelf like the 2018 Best Gospel Artist at the Climax Awards, the African Gospel Song of the Year for her song Excess Love at the African Gospel Awards Festival back in 2019. She married Pastor Blessed Uzochikwa in 2022, and the couple has since been blessed with a child. She sits at number 4 with a whooping net worth of $5.7 million. Next on the list at number 3 is music minister and pastor Nathaniel Bassey. His name alone is a common name in most Nigerian Christian households, especially popularly known for hosting the Hallelujah Challenge and his amazing prophetic trumpeter skills. He was born and raised in Lagos State, Nigeria, but originated from Ikot Ofon Ikono, Akwa Ibom State. His father was a pastor at the Apostolic Church, Bashua Assembly, and Pastor Nat was joined into the musical part of ministry right from an early age. After obtaining his basic certificate, he got admission in Unilag to study urban and regional planning. But 2 years in, he got admission in London to study politics and international relations, which he did. He loved jazz and would mostly go to as many jazz clubs and orchestra shows, even playing in the Steve Rhodes Jazz Orchestra for 2 years and a member of the Spectrum 4 Jazz Quintet. In 2008, he released his debut album Elohim, but has beforehand featured in other albums. Now the lead pastor of the Oasis in Lagos, an extension and more youthful part of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, aside his powerful music ministry. Pastor Nat is known for hosting the Midnight Hallelujah Challenge that has been backed up by many testifiers and members. He is married with 2 kids, and though a simple man, he drives in his fleet of cars such as a Lexus LS540, a Mercedes-Benz which he was reported to have been involved in a fatal accident with, among many others. He has a delectable net worth of $6 million. At number 2 is the rich boy, Frank Ogochukwu Edwards. This Enugu boy, alongside other major gospel artists like Sinach, Moses Bliss, are in fact product of the renowned church Christ Bassey under the guidance of the General Overseer Chris Oyakilome. Growing up among 5 other siblings, his passion for music made him stand out. By the age of 10, he began singing and learning how to play the piano. During his teenage years, he gave his life to Christ and dedicated himself to be active in ministry through singing. He joined the presidential band for the renowned pastor and was one of their best keyboardists. In 2008, he released his debut album, The Definition, under the Honesty Music label. After his debut, he became very popular and his music a hit that was played in every church, house, and even Christian schools, choreographed to his songs. Eventually, he released other albums and soon became a sought-after gospel artist, making career-changing collaborations with other artists, the likes of the prestigious gospel singer Don Moy and others. And today, Frank Edwards is a renowned gospel minister and even owns his record label where he signs and makes upcoming artists such as Gil Joe, Divine, Soul Tune, and many others who are already making their way to the top. Nicknamed Frank Rich Boy or Rich Boy, this gospel artist has amassed so much wealth for himself, and it is obvious in his lifestyle. He owns a luxurious white mansion in the heart of Lagos, among other properties. He also drives in his fleet of cars, a Chevrolet Corvette, a BMW X6, a Range Rover Autobiography, among many others. He also only flies in private jets, which makes sense with a resounding net worth of $6.5 million. Finally on our list, the all-time gospel artist Osinachi Kalu, popularly known as Sinach. She has been in the industry for more than a decade and has over the years released global inspirational music. One of her songs, Waymaker, is still globally sung. It was a hit during the Black Lives Matter revolutionary protest march in Minnesota, USA, and many other gospel conventions. She was born in Lagos State. She obtained her bachelor's degree in physics at the Port Harcourt University in Rivers State. Following a long calling into the gospel world, she decided to follow her passion against her father's better judgment in fear of nothing tangible coming out of a musical career. A true reflection of an African parent. She started from a church choir of the famous Christ Embassy at a very tender age under the guidance of the General Overseer, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, who has also produced many industry faves like Moses Bliss. And soon enough, she gained a musical career that took her traveling all over the world with the church overseer. She sang as part of his worship team. Soon, she began releasing her own original songs while serving faithfully in the church. She was also fortunate to find her loving husband, Pastor Joseph Egbu, who is a pastor for one of the branches under the Christ Embassy ministry. She has since proven her father wrong with an award-winning career and tracks like I Know Who I Am, Greatest Love, among many. She is one star most top artists love to collaborate with. Now she gets to travel around the world and live in exotic houses and drive in a convoy of top cars such as a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, a Lexus LS600, a Mercedes-Benz VX680L, among many others. She has a golden net worth of $8 million. And that's it, guys. We come to our list as we have taken a look at the top 20 richest gospel Nigerian artists right now as of 2025. I pray for you as always. May you accomplish your dreams this year and you continue to support us. Do well to type amen in the comment section to accept this prayer. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.